أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم افتح علينا حكمتك وانشر علينا رحمتك يا ذا الجلال والإكرام اللهم علمنا ما ينفعنا وانفعنا بما علمتنا وزدنا علما وارنا الحق حقا وارزقنا اتباعه وارنا الباطل باطلا وارزقنا اجتنابه وصل اللهم على محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه وأتباعه وسلم ربنا اغفر لنا وارحمنا وأنت خير الراحمين آمين والحمد لله رب العالمين. We are expected to be studying the divine determining, but what we are going to talk about will not seem to be related to divine determining because it is the foundation. People think usually that the matter related to divine determining is almost impossible to understand, so leave it to faith, but assumed faith, not really confirmed understanding. The reason, as far as I understand, why the people find the divine determining, this divine determining, belief in divine determining is difficult, because they leave the foundation aside and talk about the results, which must be supported by the foundations. When we don't have the firm foundation for our further reasoning, we cannot really come to a solid conclusion about divine determining. The problem comes from the lack of foundations. That's why I just wanted to emphasize on these foundations. Don't think that it is not related to the subject. This is the heart of the subject, if you like. Even the heart of the subject is to understand absoluteness of God's qualities, especially what absolute is. So in order to understand what absolute is, we need to understand what we are experiencing in this world is not absolute, but points to the existence of an absolute. So how are we going to analyze this world is the fundamental matter. You know, how do we observe this world? What do we make of this world? What is this world? Of course, we know that our experience of the world is mostly based on space. When we think about time dimension of the world, we start, yes, this is the world, but yesterday's world or tomorrow's world, we start bringing up our pre-accepted time terminology, but we don't, into the discussion, we don't really realize that what we are experiencing is not only space at all. That's what is commonly known and what is commonly expressed in the, I don't know, in this field by the people who are expert on this field. They call space-time dimension of the world. Why? Because we cannot separate time from space, neither can you separate space from time. What we see, nothing but time-space. That's what I tried to show it in this diagram, in the chart. You know, time is this way, space is this way. That's the usual coordinations to understand. But of course, I couldn't really express it in this chart, but what this time, space-time universe means, you can imagine like this. There is a universe. Let's make the universe smaller in our imagination. And here is the universe. Although we don't know the limits, doesn't matter. You don't have to know the limits. The universe is like this. But this universe, if we think about this universe without thinking about its time dimension, in reality, this universe is fake. It doesn't have any reality. Because only through the time dimension that the universe makes sense to us. But we don't realize this. That's why I wanted to show this. This is the universe. Of course, this is improportionate, impossible. This is human observation of the universe. Now, universe is, but you have to think of this universe not only one slice of universe at a time. So the universe exists. In reality, we may think that yesterday was created yesterday, tomorrow will be created tomorrow. That's our perception. It's ridiculous. Universe exists in reality, but we have to conclude that. We don't observe it, we don't experience it. But universe exists only within time and space at once. The whole universe, from the beginning to the doomsday, whatever you call it. But from our perspective, from human perspective, human consciousness, although I couldn't make it, maybe this picture help you. Now, what is this? It's a train moving. Don't think that it's stopped. What we think, the train is fixed, it moves. Right? What do you think? Huh? Have you ever think that train is fixed, it moves, this movement makes the time? We think. That is very simple way of understanding the universe. Here, this one, we are in this moving train watching through the window of time dimension of the universe at an infinitesimal space-time. She thinks that she is in a train, this girl, and from the window of the train here, one of these windows, she looks at the trees as it passed the night. So one tree, and then another tree, and then another tree. That's how we feel about observation of our universe. So she thinks that, she saw this tree first, and then this tree, and then this tree. Yeah, 1 minute ago, she saw this tree, another minute, she saw this tree. But the train, if we take the train as the universe, and our observation is within the universe, we are in the universe. What we see, together with the universe, it may sound a bit ridiculous, but you have to bear with me, and we have to try to understand it. It's not easy to see the universe within space-time. From our perspective, we are not talking about from creator's perspective. We don't know yet. We only know from our perspective. We think that we are in a train, moving and seeing the different scenes or whatever we see through the window, and passing one by one. But in reality, we are totally subject to the universe. So what we see is can you imagine two trains together going at the same speed? So what you can see, what you can think You are not moving. Two train going, synchronized, the speed is synchronized. You can speak to the other person as if you are sitting here. What happens? Movement disappears. Because you are moving at the same speed together with your friend. So you can speak. You can even exchange a cup of tea together. Yeah? But you may be very fast, going very fast. So it means that the observer, human being, only can have a conscious relationship with the universe which exists together with the man. That's why we think that the time is not what we see. We see only space. But in reality, we are moving. Do you imagine that? We are also moving. Do you understand that? Together with the universe. We exist together. We are only seeing one slide at a time because our existence and the existence of the universe, we are not outside of the universe. So that we will see the universe is going this way, time-wise. No, we are in the universe. So we see only at a time infinitesimal space-time of the universe. Not only space, not only time, space-time of the universe. But it is so fast that we think the space is stable. Do you understand that? But, don't worry if you don't understand, because what I don't know physics, etc., but I hear that even Einstein couldn't understand the quantum theory. Don't worry about it. But you can have some sort of concept what we are doing and what we are experiencing, just a fraction of infinitesimal space-time manifestation at a moment. It's all these fractions get together, accumulate, and then we have a certain understanding of yesterday, today, tomorrow. But in reality, they are only in our memory. As far as we are concerned, they don't exist. What does exist for you?
Right now.
Right now?
The moment.
No one. What is it? The universe and I together go back. Now, here is the space-time universe. This is the conscious human being. Every moment it has connection. Yeah? Only, for example, if I see here, let's say my observation on the universe is in my mind, in my memory only. Doesn't exist. For me. It's gone. How about here? Again, doesn't exist. Let's assume that my connection is here. Now I am interacting with the universe. It means my consciousness, human consciousness interacting with the universe right now here. Only. So all of them exists in reality. Can you understand this? If I say this, don't call me crazy. You can, I don't mind. Universe from the whatever the beginning, I don't know. So I don't have this. This, of course, you know that. As far as my capacity is concerned, it is going into infinity. That means these are also, you know this, eh? Going into infinity. But from my capacity, what does it mean going into infinity? Because I cannot give an end to it. I cannot say it started from here, ended here. No. There is no such concept of universe existing in anybody's mind at all. So from infinity to infinity, from the beginning to the end, what we see only, what we understand, but not we observe, where we are in a universe exists once space-time dimension together. So what we are traveling in it. What I see only an infinitesimal fraction of it, and what we are saying that this is the universe, what we see. It means my observation of the universe, although has some sort of memory from yesterday's experience, today's experience, nothing at any moment is stable. That is the reality of the finality of our existence. Do you understand that?
Does it mean, like, if I'm, like, in my perception, if I move from point A to point B, if that's in my perception, there was a movement?
It's a movement. Yeah. There's a movement. You say you sat there and stood up and moved there and went there. But while you are doing this, like a person, again, think about two parallel trains running on the tracks, parallel tracks, and a synchronized speed. So a person is going this way and coming back, and the other one is going this way and coming back and going this way. Yeah, they think that they were here and they moved there. In reality, while they are moving, the train, if the train is a Japanese train making 450 kilometers an hour, it went maybe out of New York. When you move 2 or 3 steps, it went through Manhattan. But your place changed. What does it mean? You are constantly subject to changing time. The universe is created in a way that not only static, and this kind of imagination is very wrong. Which kind of imagination? You know, some people say, God, do you think that God keeps creating the universe? That's the problem. God keeps creating the universe. So, in the language of the Quran, which says kun fayakun, God says be, and it is. Or says God, every infinitesimal fraction of time, God says be, be, be. It is just an imagination. It is not real at all. Because of our memories from yesterday or from the past and imaginations or expectations about the future, we have this time dimension quite wide, but in reality, universe exists within space-time. It means one kun. From the beginning to the end. Be a universe like this as it appears. From our perspective, infinitesimal small fraction of creation we are observing, and as far as our capacity is concerned, going into infinity. In this universe, there is no infinity, but because I cannot get to the end, and also, why did I make this, this one curve? Because universe in its original creation is curved. What you do is exactly we experience on the world. If you get on a plane, and depart from JFK and go straight. Where do you go? Sorry? Straight to the west, let's say. From JFK, straight to the west. Where do you go? To the west. No, it's there. California. Where do you go? Anybody?
New Jersey.
No, not a joke. This is a serious question. Yeah. Where do you go? Europe. Let's say, okay, to justify your answer, go to the east. Okay? East, okay. Europe. Where do you go? Another question?
Detroit.
Sorry?
Detroit.
Detroit. Another answer? Anybody else who will say,
Egypt.
sorry?
Egypt.
Sorry?
Pacific Ocean.
Pers-
If you went directly west in a straight line, technically you would end up in space.
Sorry?
If you went directly west in a straight line, technically you would end up in space. So that's why you're saying it's curved, because that's
Which means space where?
I don't know, just
Outer space.
outside.
Like a
of-
green-
Outside space? No, that's it. The universe is a closed circle. This shows this closed circle in a. I didn't want to give it straight. Closed circle, closed circle. You cannot go out of the universe.
Oh, no, but I'm saying like.
Out of the world, out
Yeah.
of the planet.
Out of the planet? No.
Planet.
Okay, out of the planet. Ask the pilots if they, for example,
Right.
go into the space. Let's say I don't know how many feet up, 30,000 or 40,000 feet up, and then put the plane on a straight and to the east, but with let's say working with an atomic energy, okay, nuclear energy. So there is no fuel problem. Where do you go? Where do you go? Go. Where do you go?
Go back to where we started.
Exactly. You use take off from JFK, you come back to JFK. Do you understand that? If you carry on, you make another circle. That's why universe is curved. Universe is curved. If someone says, oh, people cannot understand. If the universe is limited, if you go into a spaceship and the nuclear energy with no ending nuclear energy, go, where can we not get to the end here? You know, from here, start from there, go back there again. You cannot go out of it because it is curved. The universe's creation doesn't allow human mind, human capacity cannot go out of the universe. Although the universe is limited, but human mind cannot go out of the universe. That's what we have to understand. Finite or finality or finality, how do you say it? The fact that this is finite. How do you say it? Finiteness? Is there any such word? You wanted to say something?
Yes, I have a question with
Yeah.
respect to like the straightness that you were talking about. What if you were just going straight in like a straight line as opposed to curving around? So if you were going straight, so let's say I start off in JFK and I'm going straight linearly, would I still end up in JFK?
Yeah.
Because you said the
Yeah.
universe is
Because-
curved, so if it's curved, you have to curve as opposed to going straight in a straight line.
There is no straight line.
Okay.
Now, did you understand? There is no straight line. Now, if I draw here, let's put it here. If I say I am going straight, parallel to this, straight. Look. There is no straight. That is the the relativity, the side of it. But space-time is something different from that. Now, we have to understand that everything is, for example, when I say a straight line, no one can in reality draw a straight line. It is impossible. That everything is curved. Yeah, but when I say straight, it means parallel to this curved universe. It's, for example, the Earth is like this, like this. So if you draw a line parallel to this, that is straight. But in reality, it's not straight. That's the problem. Not the problem, that's beautiful. What do we understand? We are here in the universe. If we think that we are going straight like this, we will go out of it. No, when we say we are going straight, it means we are going this way, like this. That is straight for me. So, by its own nature, universe is finite, and we cannot get out of the finite universe. When we read the verse, the Quran says you cannot get out of the universe. You cannot get out of the universe. La tanfuzu. Yeah, la tanfuzu. You cannot. The famous verse everybody knows it. Ya ma'shar al-jinni wal-insi in istata'tum an tanfuzu min aqtar as-samawati wal-ardi la tanfuzu. Yeah. Illa bi-sultan means if you refer to its creator, you go out of it. Not yourself. No. So you, in order to illa bi-sultan means, because you cannot get out of being a created being. You are a created being. But illa bi-sultan means if you really understand this universe, space-time universe, from the beginning, let's say 15 billion years ago, we don't know, but let's mathematically or theoretically think that universe started coming into existence. I don't know how reliable this, I don't see the reliability of it. We can argue, doesn't matter, it's not our subject. The first Big Bang. So let's say the creation started here. And then 13 billion years ago, you come here, and then here, let's say, it will end up here. That's why it is completely out there, but we don't experience it. Yeah? For example, this innocent girl, so she can only experience, what she can see through the window. But it doesn't mean that, let's go back to the train, there are trees here, there are trees there. On the other side of the tunnel, there are trees as well. But when you look at from here, you can see these trees. It doesn't mean these trees don't exist. As far as our experience is concerned, these trees exist. Right now, I can see those trees, or the mountains, or the sun, or yeah, there was these are interesting things because there are hadiths, for example. I was playing with the words in order to stimulate the people's way of thinking. Then Allah says, at night I come down and see which of you are praying for me. I will respond, yeah. But if you really go to the universe, okay? Well, just excuse me. Yeah. Now, in the universe, now, this is human perception. Conscious human beings momentarily infinitesimal fraction of space-time we are experiencing, right? Every moment from the space-time universe, we are within the space-time universe. Now, so the word is, this is space universe, the solar system is a dot, okay? It's just a dot, solar system, and maybe not dot. I don't think so. Yeah, but if you think that the universe is this big, which is unimaginable anyway, because we cannot really imagine how big is it, because it's curved. You know, it's mystery of this curve. So let's say it is this big, just an assume, not reality. So it cannot be, the solar system cannot be a dot. All right? So the universe is so huge. So the world is like this, even not a dot. So God says, I come down at night, okay? But it's a very simple thing. Here is day, in China it is night. When does God come down? According to America or China? Because at the same time, half of the word is that, another half is, what does it mean? So he cannot understand the hadith that simply saying that, God is coming down. Oh, that is a big problem. We just take it at a very simple level and try to understand. No, but I don't think you are, because you are here to understand. This is very basic. Although I can't explain it clearly, but try to give a glimpse of these kind of things that we are experiencing in this world as far as the creation is concerned, creation of the universe is concerned, just a finite world. Well, what we experience, just a finite world. The universe is a finite being, created being. Our experience of God's manifestation of his qualities is concerned, the manifestation of his qualities is concerned, you cannot imagine. That's why we call it infinite. Infinite means, very simple, nothing of the nature of this universe, space-time. Why? Because as a conscious being, this girl, now seeing only these trees, let's say from here, looking other side, seeing only these trees, he thinks that I saw the tree and the other trees are past. That's correct, according to her experience. But in reality, the whole system, train system, exists at a time. Although you don't see it, yesterday exists. Tomorrow exists. Do you understand? But God is not going to create tomorrow. That's my concept. A concept within the universe. That she will say, I am going to go through New York and I see New York. But she didn't see it. She is not seeing it. It doesn't mean that New York doesn't exist. That's an example. That's just an example. So we know that the universe is finite. Our experience of the universe is finite. Our activities, our choices are taken within finite universe. For example, she says, Mommy, I'm fed up. I am going to go to the car, and get a cup of coffee. So she can move from here, go there. She thinks that she is going, if you ask her, how many meters or yards have you walked? He would say, maybe, I don't know, 200 yards, 500 yards to go there. But in reality, the train is going so fast with it that he made maybe, I don't know, 2 miles distance. Does he experience it? No, she said, I am walking. That's what we are in this world. We think that we were born in such and such years, and most of them are born in 1990 something. Well, I go back last century. But, sorry?
I wish.
1980. Okay. And then I have been living in this world. I don't know for how long I am going to live. But as far as the one who gave existence to this universe is concerned, That's what exactly we need to understand divine determining. As far as the one who gave existence to this universe, space-time universe. When were you born? In space-time already exists. When we are going to die, in space-time, say, already exists. But I am going through the window, watching through the window of the train. Yeah? Today, yesterday, tomorrow, day by day. Experiencing my consciousness refers to infinitesimal fraction of space-time at a time. I cannot really see all of them. I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. I can have a memory of what I experienced yesterday, but I cannot live by it. Only at the moment what I see. That's my capacity. That is being, I respect that, yeah. That is the nature of being createdness, subject to space-time. But the creator, the creator of the whole universe, we understand that if the universe exists now, the creator is not within the universe, subject to space-time. That's what we are bound to understand, that universe from the beginning to the end, as far as the creator is concerned, exists once. That's it. So from the beginning to the end, yesterday, today, tomorrow, everything is under his command of be. Be doesn't mean the be today, be yesterday, be tomorrow. Be means universe, be as you are, as I will, and space-time from the beginning to the end. Here is the universe. Right? Be it. No, that's why this imagination of, if we keep saying that the universe is coming into existence, it means as far as the observer of this little girl is concerned. She is experiencing like this. Yeah? But she experienced this one a moment ago, but as far as she is concerned, her consciousness is concerned, this part is gone. But in reality, it's there. That's why, so every slice of time between this conscious human being within time and the space-time universe is concerned like this, moving, and every time we see one slice, and we are seeing only one slice of the universe. One slice of the universe. The rest is for us, past and future. But as far as the reality of the universe is concerned, they are there, exists. That's why everything is with God, everything is preserved with God, your future is preserved with God, your past is preserved with God. With God. With me, no. But with the creator of the universe. Okay, there are questions. And yeah.
Yeah, Dr. Ali, I remember a couple months ago we talked about a different sort of timeline where we did not want to split up life and afterlife. And if we're looking at this infinite plane of time, that means that within this is also the afterlife.
Yeah. That's a good question.
Okay.
Because, of course, this destruction of this universe and another universe is for us. That's an excellent question.
So that means like at a different point on this plane, we're all existing in the afterlife right now.
If you like, there are similitude of them as then, for example, that's an excellent one. Because what we think of creation, the destruction of this universe, this girl traveling in this train, thinking that it is sitting. Is she sitting and staying at one place? No. The train is moving. The ridiculous side of it is creation is space and time. We have to jump these two terminology together. Space and time. So train is moving. Now, she will see here, on the other side of the tunnel, she will see different world, and then go into the tunnel, and then come out of the tunnel, a completely different view. So, the destruction of the universe, subject to our experience, not subject to God's experience. Do you understand that? That's why we insist in understanding the Quran, and must be so, that if there is a description of the destruction of the universe and life in the hereafter, of course, that is true. All scholars, Muslim scholars, agreed that afterlife, hereafter, already exists. We are not experiencing it. Our train has not come yet. Yeah? Everybody has another compartment in the train. So this one sees first, this one, Adam, the Prophet Adam. No. Prophet Adam is here. Yeah, Prophet Adam is here. He saw this tree. But of course, this is very metaphorical way of understanding. I am here. Okay? I will see it. The existence is already there. So the paradise is there, hell is there, resurrection is there, everything is there, as far as the Creator is concerned. But this is extremely important. If anybody wants to understand the Quran, has to be aware that the Quran is the speech of the Creator of the universe. So he speaks to me observing the universe through her own window. So her mother, let's say example, her mother says, yes, my dear, we will go through New York, you will see the high-rise buildings there. Yeah? The mother knows that's a whole picture. So when mother speaks with this language, do you think the mother is going to, mother knows the existence of the New York, but she has not seen it yet as far as her time section, no, her time slice, her time span, her time slice is concerned. She is not experiencing it. Otherwise, the Creator says, you are going to experience this. You are going to experience that. It means He already has created this world, but we are going through our train and watching through the window so that we will come and see it. So if anybody wants to understand the Quran, when God speaks about what we are going to see in the hereafter, so within my own capacity, I should understand that although I am experiencing now this, but in reality, my future already exists according to my perception of the world. I will experience it in this world. For example, she loves, let's say, trees. Yeah? So she appreciates the trees. And as she sees the trees here, she enjoys it. Now, if she didn't like the trees, she wanted to see the high-rise buildings in Manhattan, she would say, Mom, when are we going to get into New York? So I want to see those, Statue of Liberty and other whatever buildings, are famous buildings here. Yeah. So she doesn't like them as she sees it. So according to her world view, she is preparing her future life. Look, according to her worldview, we call it according to your belief, according to your understanding of the creation, so appreciation of the creator or denial of the creator, whatever you choose. So you say, my creator created this world horrible. Yeah? So how she is going to experience in the other side of the universe, when she dies and goes into the other side of the universe, according to her view, when she sees the trees, because she doesn't like the trees, she feels unhappy. Yeah? According to her accumulated feelings or understandings or experiences, she will be experiencing the creation according to her expectations. So she won't like it when she sees the trees. That's why we have to understand the Quran. When the Quran says, if you don't believe in God, if you don't trust Him, if you submit yourself to Him, you will be in trouble. And because of my attitude, now I will be in trouble. Why? Because of my attitude, because I am developing my own perception of the existence as a troublesome creation. Do you understand? So that everything will look ugly, everything will be harmful for me, especially when I see that, for example, if this girl loves, let's say she saw a bird here. Yeah? And she thought that the train going fast, she saw that, I love this bird, I want to take a picture of it. Gone. Yeah? Because the train moves. Train is going fast. So it's gone. She will say, I wanted to take this, take the picture of this, I loved it, but it is gone. She will feel sorry. But in reality, did the bird she wanted to take the picture gone? Was it gone? No? The bird is there, but she's not experiencing it only if someone, very important sentence, then you can go. But if someone, just one sentence. If someone does not realize the infiniteness, absoluteness of the Creator, if he or she thinks that my world consists of what I experience right now, everything will be gone for him. Although they exist, but they will always suffer from the lack of their pleasure, because the things gone according to his understanding. Because he cannot, or she, the person, cannot think of her experience here in this world within a space-time connection, but infinitesimal fraction of the world we are experiencing. In reality, the whole universe already exists. Nothing is gone. So the Creator Creator, says, everything is with me. You know, the treasure, we studied this verse, the treasure of the universe, the heavens and earth, is with me. But I only reveal it to you with a measured amount. It means you can only see through your window with a very, very fraction of experience of this world. So as far as we are concerned, we see only a continuously moving universe. As far as the Creator is concerned, who will say? As far as the Creator is concerned, everything exists at once. Nothing is going, nothing is new. Everything as far as the creation is concerned. That's why when we look at the universe from our perspective, it's a transient universe. When we consider the relationship between the universe and its creator, the creator is absolute. This universe is only one moment of existence. Absolute, we have to understand. Okay, now, yeah.
Okay, so I had two questions. One is, a couple of weeks back, we were saying that tomorrow doesn't exist.
For me.
So you were always talking about my point of view.
Of course.
Right, because we were also saying that this is time is a manifestation of God's creating,
Act of creation.
act of creating. But now you're saying it all exists already.
Yeah, but we are seeing only. We
Okay.
see only
Yeah. So
one slice of universe.
So
at
my
the
first
moment.
question. So
Yeah.
my first question is, if time space already exists,
Yeah.
then where is creation? Because we were saying
Yeah,
that time
creation
is,
time and space.
but it already exists.
But the Quran, yes, exists. God, do you think God is subject to time? The Creator is subject to time, a part of the universe, so He will say, be and it is for Him. It is for me. Quran is the speech of God to human beings who watches the universe through His own window. That's what we have to understand today. So that's why we have to read the Quran accordingly. The absolute knowledge is speaking to me who is looking or interacting with the universe through his own window only. That's why God said, I know the past, I know the future, because He knows what He has created. Yeah?
Okay, so let me ask the second question. To go back to the other slide, the one with the girl.
Good. Okay.
Your analogy, analogy is in the one the left picture. The world, the landscape around me, that's the universe. That window that the girl is looking through is her observation
Or
of
being conscious of
of-
existence.
her consciousness of space-time as that infinitesimal, period. Then what does the train represent then?
Train represents the, for us, space-time universe.
No,
Because the universe is not space. Universe has space-time dimension together. It means you can, this infinite universe, slices of universe theory in physics. Have you ever heard of it? Infinite universes.
Yeah, multiverse.
Well, yeah, but we are not going into that that theory because we don't endorse. I don't endorse that theory, but because universe has been created with a space and as well as time dimension at the same time. At the same time. So what we see in the universe is God is going to create according to me. God created yesterday according to me. But as far as God is concerned, the universe with its time dimension exists at once.
So the train represents time?
No, I mean, relative to this girl, it means she thinks that she is in a static car, right? But in reality, she is within a space-time universe. Do you understand?
Observing what?
Observing her consciousness is only connected to one moment in the space-time universe. I'm not saying space universe.
You see,
Space-time, that's difficult.
how can you say I'm observing a moment in a particular...
To me,
I'm observing space-time in a particular moment.
yeah.
So
yeah,
you're observing
for me,
space in a
That's
certain
what
moment.
we have to understand. That's what we have to understand. For me, a moment, yeah, I am experiencing a moment of act of creation for me, because she is experiencing only a moment, every moment, you know, the train goes, act of creation. But for me, as far as the creator of this universe is concerned, because he cannot be subject to space and time, he is the creator of the space-time universe, because this universe needs a creator. But because of the nature of this universe being space-time universe, the creator cannot be subject to space-time.
Okay, so the part that I still don't understand is
Yeah,
that if
I
space-
understand.
If space and time already exist, right?
Yeah,
All of time already exists.
yeah.
All of space exists.
Hmm.
Then can someone make the argument that there doesn't need to be a creator? Everything exists.
But the space-time universe needs to be explained, how it came into existence like this, as we experience it. It needs to be explained. So don't you think that as a human being, using your own consciousness, you are seeing like this girl is seeing, yeah, the slices of the universes time-wise. So as she sees it, but she said, who's making all this? For her, someone, a source, a cause of existence is creating them for her. But when you start thinking about, concluding about the creator is the creator of the whole universe.
Fine. So if all of time and all of space already exists, that means it's limited. It's
Time and
finite.
space?
It's finite.
Yeah. Okay. Space-time universe is finite, yes.
So-
Definitely.
So
So go. That's
So
that's our subject
so
today
how can
is
you
absolute.
how can you deduce that God is infinite if space-time is
Just a minute. The creator of the space-time cannot be subject to within the space-time universe. So if that's why we have to say, that's why we understand the existence of infinite from our experiencing of finite. That's why the existence of finite necessitates for human beings that the creator of finite universe must be infinite. That's it.
No, my problem before, when I was trying to understand infinite power, we were saying that the whole universe, even if it's finite, is being created every instant.
Yeah, that's our experience, yes.
But now you're saying it already exists.
Yes.
So it's
This
not being
one.
created every instant.
But you went back to the first question. Everything exists, but this girl is experiencing only
Okay, but
a
I'm
slice
talking
of.
now about God's absolute power.
So
If
this
we-
is conclusion. Look, from there, she will experience, moment by moment, and she will say, who is, because she will experience only like you and me now, we see the universe. We say, who made this? But when I say this, it's a part of space-time universe. So I will come, but there is.
Okay, just one last thing. If space-time is unlimited, it's limited, then how will we have eternal life if
So,
if
no,
it's
no.
limited?
For us now, what we are doing here, we are experiencing like this, okay? And we think that this is past, gone, yeah? We will be subject to, we must be. That's why the Quran says, Khalqun Jadid, a new type of creation. We will be given another kind of existence where we cannot really pass the time and say it is gone. There is no zawal in the language. Everything will be permanent, not temporary. That's why the description of the paradise or life in the hereafter, according to the scripture, which makes sense if you really serious to think about it, nothing will hurt you because it disappeared. So the example, she liked the bird and wanted to take a picture, but gone. Right? She felt what? Pain, disappointed. She felt pain. But in the hereafter, she will be given an existence. She will not miss the birth. Because in reality, even this space-time creation, birth still exists. But because she cannot experience it, that's why she feels the sadness or pain of losing. In the hereafter, that's why we cannot be recreated or resurrected with our already existing ability in order to fit the conditions of eternal life. It's a transient life. Now your turn. But to think about it, here is the transient life.
When you say that everything exists, the past, the future, the hereafter, where does individual determination tie into this
Sorry?
divine individual determination? Where does it tie into this whole divine determination if everything has been already created?
So we should never mix up, not confuse is a heavy word, mix up. From my perspective and my conclusion about the Creator. So from my perspective, I am born in such and such day, it was such and such years ago, and I am living now, and I moved from one city to another city in a certain year, etc., and I die at certain year. That's my experience. You see this girl watching through the window? She is experiencing time because she is only relating her existence to the universe she is facing momentarily. So we know that the time is passing, don't we? We know that the train is going, don't we? But our experience is static. We think that I know the word, here it is, but when you say, as soon as I know the word gone. Because the train is moving. Do you understand? Yeah, so the termination, what did you might say? Life termination? Is it dying or?
No, I just meant,
Determination.
like, if everything was decided or created.
Oh,
She's
no,
jumping.
determination. No, it's what we are establishing the foundations. Now today, my hope is to understand that the Creator cannot be thought of within time, space, universe. Because He is the creator of the space-time universe. Absolute. Right? Absolute. So we have to always make this distinction between God's perspective, my perspective. So if you don't make this distinction, God's absolute free will and my choice, limited free will, within these conditions. So in order to make this distinction, we have to understand the nature of the universe, what I am experiencing. And then I will understand which perspective. I always will, when we start talking about this solid subject, if you like, about the divine determining, we will always say, from which perspective are you talking about? God's perspective, our experience perspective. Okay, we have to pray, I think. Then, inshallah, come to you.
I just ask one quick follow-up question. Can we go back to the slide with the planes? With the,
Like this one?
yeah.
This
So,
one.
just off of that question, if there's an infinite number of moments that we're experiencing.
Yes.
And we go along, like, off of one trajectory across this space and time continuum or whatever, but from God's perspective, we could be making millions of different choices
Yeah.
along, so we could have millions of different trajectories for where our lives go.
Yeah, you are free. Within this space-time universe, you will choose, but God knows it, what you will choose. He's absolute. God doesn't wait.
So,
No.
from that perspective,
The God doesn't wait. My name is Ali. Okay? God doesn't wait. Let me see this guy, what he is going to choose tomorrow. It's already there.
right, but God also sees all of the different paths that we could take.
Yes, but you take only one path, don't you?
So is this the
I
difference?
don't know.
At a moment, look, this one, this infinitesimal fraction of space-time, you make one choice, not two. So God knows it. When the whole universe created before, because we cannot thought of God within time and space. What is the problem with divine determining no individual? So speak to all of us.
No, I was just repeating what you were saying, that he knows, you don't know what choice you're gonna make, but he already knows.
By definition, because it is very important to understand the universe as dynamic nature, space-time. From one aspect, it looks space. From another aspect, it's just creation continuing for me. So when we understand this, whatever I do here, it is already known to the creator of the universe. That's why people think about, for example, you ask, if I choose this one rather than that one, why does God allow this? Why doesn't he allow or stop that one? Just a minute, what are you talking about? What we do usually, we experience the space-time according to us. We bring the creator of the space-time next to me, and as if he is like this girl. As if God also is looking through the window. God is the creator of the train, if you like. So he knows what is in it, where it is going. Of course, the train represents what? Universe, it means everything. So if one says, if you have a problem about qadar, okay, always you have to say two different, completely different and completely contradictory nature of realm of existence. One is space-time realm of existence that I am experiencing. The other one is the realm of the creator of the space-time. I am experiencing everything within finite definitions because I am subject to my narrow window. That's what my consciousness only relates to the universe through the window. I cannot say anything else. That's my nature. That's how I am. But I am subject to always space-time. When I say, how about God? Don't bring God into the car. Do you call this one, each one is a car? Yeah? Into the car next to you and argue with him. That is the problem with divine determining. That's what we don't understand. If God knew it, why does he allow me? Just a minute. According to your choice, he knows it. He knows it infinitely because all of his attributes, qualities must be absolute. Why? Cannot be of the nature of space-time universe. That's what we have to understand today. Yeah.
I had the same problem with brotherhood, like tying everything together.
He's Egyptian God.
So basically, the way the issue that I see is the same. Like the train, the example you mentioned with the prophet Adam. You said he is at the beginning of the train and we're somewhere at the end of the train, and then he sees those trees way before us, and then when we come thousands of years later, we see the universe, and everything has already been created and everything already exists. But the way Adam experienced the universe is very different from the way we experience it when we get there.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
the universe is very different
Okay.
the way each of us experiences it.
Okay.
So,
Because
so you
this is an analogy. I
so
understand.
basically, you're saying that everything is already created and already existing, but it's also constantly changing.
But it's also constantly changing. Come here. All right? For us. Now, I agree with you that this represented time moving train, represented time dimension of the space-time universe. All right? But if you really think about all time, let's say all time, the train and everything, and the people inside, everything is one unit of existence. The universe, you were you here? I think you were here. I think you were here from the beginning. So you were here. The curved universe seems to be, I am going from, for example, okay, this is called the curved universe. I think that I am going from here, let's say I'm here, going this way, this way, this way, this way, going out of the universe. There's no such thing. I can only think about within the curved universe. It means I cannot go out of space-time existence. This space-time existence, we always, I think the problems, not the problems, the questions come from there. When I talk about already existing universe, we are ignoring the time dimension of space-time universe. But we have to include it. Why? It is. I don't blame anybody for not really perceiving the universe in this way, because we are created practically in this universe. We only experience space. Time is for us in memory, right? For us, because our understanding of time is past, future. But as far as the existence of the universe is concerned, universe is a whole entity of existence. So the creator of this whole entity of space-time universe is outside of the space-time universe. It means that what do you mean outside? Outside of this green area, it represents the universe? No. Outside of the concept of space-time. So I cannot even, not only my body cannot go out of the universe, my human capacities also, perceptions also, cannot go out of the universe. So I cannot think, I can think, but that will be only an imagination. I cannot perceive anything which is not of the nature of this universe. It means I cannot perceive infinite. How do I know that? Because I know that I'm subject to space-time universe, I cannot go beyond it. So the creator of the space-time universe must be logically, I understand and I am convinced that cannot be subject to space and time existence. So when I refer to the creator, I have to really clear off my mind thinking of the creator within space of time. It is impossible. But can I perceive the creator? No, because my imagination also is subject to universe conditions. And I cannot imagine anything beyond the space-time universe. Because can you imagine if you go to space-time universe? Of course, this one doesn't represent because it has limits here. Yeah, but there is no other way. That's why the coordinations are like this. You know, one horizontal, one vertical, and you have to put arrow. It means goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. Right? You have to put arrow. If you make a coordination with no arrow, it doesn't work. Because it is not according to my reality. So I have to go. When I go, wherever I go, I am still within the realm of created space-time. I think this must be understood, and it's very valuable to understand this. So you can comfortably analyze, you can comfortably talk about qadar, God's decision, my choice. It becomes very easy. Yeah. But yeah. Okay.
Is there anywhere where we can read about this?
So we can?
Read.
Is there any textbook that explains this a little bit more? I mean, something that you can actually...
Well, I don't know the textbooks, you know, that's all from here and there, Islamic sources, modern philosophy, physics, etc., combined on everything, but everything is filtered through, in my experience, I don't want to speak big, but my understanding of the Quran. So we have to learn how to read the Quran. Yeah? The creator of this universe is speaking to this girl. Yeah? The creator of this universe speaking to this girl. Yeah? But I can understand that this girl is in a tree. It means subject to time. Right? Simple, but it doesn't explain everything. That's how I could only present it. That's my limited capacity. That's what technologically I can't really play with the arrows, and I tried to do, I couldn't. I said, oh, okay. But are we comfortable about the fact that we are subject to space-time? We are accustomed with observing the time, space, and imagining the time. In reality, we are within space-time universe. Although my imagination expands into time, but in reality, I know that the existence consists of space-time at the same time. Right? So we have to pray, but inshallah, one more question. Okay.
Does God change anything in what He already created? Like if we make, sometimes I hear it, if we make dua, God would change the qadar.
Now we will study there now. Within the universe, God doesn't change the universe. God speaks to me. The Rasul, the messenger, speaks to me according to my perception of the world. For example, I met this girl, this boy, Ahab. He looked very, the problematic person. So then later on I understood he was a very nice man. So my relationship, according to my perception, changed. Yeah? So this is how the space-time is created. Look, you cannot experience one moment of space-time. Moment is for me, not for the creator. Twice. The train never stops.
Well, what you said before, if space-time is curved and we move in a straight line, we will come to the same...
No, it means we cannot go out. It means we cannot go out. This is the Earth. The Earth. JFK is here, going this way, this way, this way, this way.
Yeah.
Coming there. That's the sample of curved existence. The whole universe is curved. So we cannot really come back to JFK, because what we do in reality, some Muslim scholars said the place of resurrection, mahshar, where everybody, the gathering place, right? The gathering place will be under the solar system. Why? Because I did something here. Now, as far as I am concerned, I said I was happy with God. I submit myself to God. Now I say, okay, I belong to Him. Yes, I am happy. And then second moment, I passed. Second moment passed. But this place is already there. But why I pass it? Because the train is moving. It means the Earth, through its solar system, is moving. The Earth is moving. In its orbit, solar system altogether is moving within this space-time universe. As far as I understand, it's moving. In reality, look at this one again. The space. No. This one. Sorry. This one. This. We are in this moving it in quote unquote. Why? Moving train. For us, it's moving. In reality, for the Creator, be and it is. Space and time at the same time. That's what we are not familiar with. Yeah? That's what we are not familiar with. We think that, for example, some people dream of something, right? When they dream the future. Right? For example, something happened in the future, and 2 days, a month later, exactly it happens according to his dream. Because his window has not come there. When it comes there, it already exists anyways, but she has not experienced it. But as far as the Creator of the universe is concerned, who created your power to dream, your ability to dream, knows the whole universe. As again, the lack of language, at once. For me, I can only say at once. But for him, there is no time and space language. But I should speak. When I speak of God, what? No time, no space, no location. Any loci or any location doesn't work. No, any time doesn't work. That's why when I read the Quran, I have to read the Quran. I have to try to understand the Quran, which is a missing matter mostly by most of the scholars. The Creator, who is not subject to space-time, speaking to human beings who cannot be but subject to space and time. Do you understand? That's why I have to make the distinction. God is speaking to me within my own conditions, within my own limitations, but as far as He is concerned, none of this is applicable. Do you understand? For example, He say, I am going to put you in paradise. I am going to put you in hell. If you do this, you will be... But for me, for Him, everything is absolute. For absolute, let's conclude this one with one mathematical language. But I'm not a mathematician, but it's so simple. The very, very preliminary subject, Before infinite, all numbers are the same. Right? There's no difference between 1 or between 1 billion, but quadrillion, or 1.2, let's say 1,000. It's all the same. So before the Creator of the universe, whole universe, space-time is the same. Every part is the same. Every part of the universe, according to my experience yesterday, today, this moment, or tomorrow, is the same. We have to understand that. So we have to make absolutely sure that when we are reading the Quran, all time dimension of everything mentioned in the Quran is subject to my conditions, not his conditions. He is guiding me how to evaluate the world, how to communicate with the world, how to refer my existence to the world, speaking to this girl. Right? God says, you know, the time will come, you will see such and such places, don't be afraid. You will reach the edge of something, or you will experience something, don't be frightened, or interpret it in this way. Understand that I am creating it for you in order to give you the opportunity to understand who I am. Speaking to this girl, looking through the window, right? But the window is so narrow, but we don't even realize that we think that it is so wide, and I'm looking at the universe. But when I look at the universe, there existed, door changed in other universe. I don't realize that there's another universe, a new experience of the creation. Last question.
Going back to the graph, we're representing the space and time going towards infinity.
Sorry?
The space and
Yeah,
time.
go on both sides.
But the
For
uni-
me.
For us.
Of
the
course.
universe is finite.
Yeah. But these are, but we say last week, somebody said from somebody there, I really loved it. If I say infinite number, we said, who said this? You said? Yeah. It is oxymoron. If it is a number, cannot be infinite. If it is infinite, cannot be number.
Right.
So we have, when we understand that, so this is going into infinite within the universe for me, because it is curved. I cannot get to the end. No one can get to the end. No one can get out of the existence. No one can get out of its reality of being createdness. I am created, finished, period. Do you understand? So never think of God within your own terms. When you say God, completely different. Just opposite of what you are experiencing. Okay. Any further question? You wanted to? Did you ask the question, or it's passed? So we have to pray. Okay, I understand. I don't know, what shall we do next time? Because the prayer time is really getting late. Shall we give a break and pray? And
Yes.
we'll give when it is time, when the time enters, pray and second section, inshallah.
We're going to continue discussing this.
Sorry?
More, right?
Sorry?
We're going to continue discussing this more, right?
No. we will discuss this.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I'm so confused.
Yeah, of
But
course.
yes,
I'm
the
happy.
topic we're still
I am
discussing.
happy to hear that you are confused. If someone says that he is not confused, it means he is still with his previous understanding, and with this understanding, you will never understand the divine determining. You have to be confused first, and then it will settle down. Yeah, inshallah. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم وآخر دعواهم أن الحمد لله رب العالمين الفاتحة.